Alright, so today we'll be talking about working with Firebase in React Native. So over here, there are two different ways to going about this. There's the JSSDK and React Native Firebase. React Native Firebase is known for build issues on iOS, so I try my best to avoid using it. And most of the time, I don't use the Crashlytics and analytics features, so I kind of opt in for this all the time. So this is what we'll be using, even though there's this option. We'll be focusing on JSSDK. Okay, so we first install Firebase. So we do nps expo install Firebase. So I've already installed that. It's just a normal installation. So we have version 10.7.2. so the next step to do is to add the configuration for Metro. So just copy this and then we do that config, we paste and then make Expo generate this. So this is what we have. So you come here and then copy the code over here, this line of code. So just hit copy and then Control E and paste. So you save it. So we are done from the code side with this configuration. So we come here with the startup and then we come to Firebase. So let's select Firebase starter as our name and let's click continue. So we won't be using the analytics, so just add Firebase. So this will load, and once it's complete you can get into it. So we come here and then we create a Firebase config file.tss. If you are using JavaScript, vanilla JavaScript, you can just do .js. Okay, so over here we are going to import initialize app. You know what, let's make this simple. So Firebase /app. Okay, so that we get the IntelliSense initialize app. Great. So now if everything is done over here, good, we go to continue and we are presented with this. So you see this code something, it's actually web. So you just click on it and then the nickname for your app, let's say Firebase starter -starter, and then register. You can leave this off because you won't be using Firebase hosting. Okay, so now it's done. So we get this code over here. You know what, let's copy everything and then we go into our code editor, select and paste. Okay, so we can take away the comments. We don't need all those comments. So this out, this also out, and this out. So now we just have to export the app. All right, so now this is accessible. Okay, great. So now I'm going to build some UI very quick and then we would proceed from there. Alright, so this is the UI that we have. So now let's go into Firebase console and then turn on the authentication feature that we are going to be using. So we click continue over here and then go to build, go to authentication, and then over here you see this getting started button. Click on it, and after everything you should see this page. So we'll be using sign in with email and password. Okay, so we go here and then we turn this on, enable, and then save. Don't forget to save. Okay, now once that is done, we can come here and then use the sign in with email and password feature. So let's create a function over here. Okay, so this is asynchronous, so set the function to be, the name to be login. Let's say register and login. Okay, and it's not going to take any parameters over here. So we come here and then let's create some states for the email and then password. Email, set email, and then for the password we do the same for it. Let's say password, no password. Why am I making this typos? Okay, so now let's use these values over. So on change test, set email. Okay, this password, so let's place it over here instead, and this side on change test you just set password over here. So as simple as that. So now we come here, and to use our authentication, we first of all we need the app from Firebase config, and then we need get auth from Firebase / authentication. Okay, so we need get auth, we need sign in with email and password, sign in with email and password. Here it is. And then we have create user with email and password. Okay, so we won't be able to sign in if the user hasn't been already created, so we need to create that user and then sign in after that. Okay, so we come here and then we'll use a try catch. So over here, so first of all we create our authentication instance by doing get auth, and then we'll pass in our Firebase config app. Okay, so the next step is to register the user. So create user, so let's say await create user, then we'll pass in our authentication instance, so auth, and then now we have the email and then the password. Okay, now once it goes through, the next thing we want to do is, let's say we respond and then we sign in the user. So we say sign in with email and password, and then we pass in our authentication instance again, and then the email and password, just like that. So first of all, what we'll do over here is that we'll set loading to true to show that we are loading, and then once everything is done over here, we set loading to false, and then show a pop-up. So let's use alerts, so alert.alert, and then let's say success, and then on the response object we get the user, so user. So now let's show the user ID. So this is asynchronous, so we need to wait for it. So user, so now we get the user.id, user UID. Great. So just like that we'll be done. And then over here in the catch block, let's say if there is any error, what we do is we set loading to false over here. So we stop loading and then we alert the user. So alert something went wrong, or let's say oops, something went wrong. Okay, so just like that, everything has been set up. So what is left with is for us to use this function. So on press, we will do register and login. Okay, we just pass it in just like that. So we go here and then our email, let's say email is test@gmail.com and our password is test12345. Now let's log in. So we see our loading indicator over here, then we get our success over here. So we just go over here, we go into our Firebase console and then go to users. We should see test@gmail.com. So this is what we have here. So this will be all for today. In the next video, we are going to be dealing with create, read, update and delete with Firebase Firestore, Cloud Firestore. Okay, so this is what we'll be working on next. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please kindly like and subscribe. See you in the next one.